at Misfits Van. It's episode 4, Dave weigh-in, and I'm here with Callum Izzard. How we doing, man?
We're good, bro. Just on the way to the weigh-in, did the medical weigh-in this morning. Callum Izzard nutrition has been on point. We came in at 169.7.
Okay, and now we're gonna see everyone else weigh in at the actual venue. We're just on our way now. Stay in the tune in the rest of the video.
Catch me down the side doing a few press-ups, trying to get massive for the top up look.
So we're now 24 hours away from your fight. How are you feeling?
How exciting. I'm feeling great, very excited, all weighed in. So yeah, ready to go, just can't wait now.
Your opponent is, I can't see her at the moment, but what are you expecting? Has she weighed in well as well?
She did weigh in. I was happy for that. She weighed in this morning. What am I expecting? Just a good scrap, but yeah, I'll be delivering the blows and she'll be holding up her guard, I think.
So Ashley, 24 hours away now from your fight. How are you feeling?
I'm hungry, man. I'm hungry. I'm hungry in two ways. Like, I'm hungry, I need to eat. Been obviously a month now of cutting weight and having to get down and restricting myself and not eating the stuff that I want to eat, all to be able to fight. So now I wanna get food in me, and I wanna absolutely cook Ham tomorrow. Like, yeah, he's getting it, man.
We're talking about Ham, and he's just down here. If we actually found the camera. What are your thoughts?
It's nothing personal. I feel like yesterday at the press conference, like, I feel like he tried to mug me off a little bit when we did the face-to-face, which I didn't appreciate, because I felt like up until that point, the energy between us both have been quite respectful. And I was just like, bro, don't try and take me for a dickhead now because KSI's standing next to you. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's not how we've been. Because if you're gonna play it like that, then okay, it's gonna make me switch as well. And I wasn't even like, I'm not even somebody who thinks, oh yeah, I'm gonna try and hurt this person, all the rest of it. For me, I'm like, it's a boxing match. I'm here to win it. But if you're gonna try and take me for a dickhead, then obviously that's gonna change.
So let's talk about that switch that you're talking about. You're saying you've been switched now. He's taken the piss. How is that going to be affected on Fight Live?
Well, I think it's like I said beforehand, it was just a case of we're boxing and I just need to win the fight. But now I'm like, bro, you're trying to mug me off, and I don't appreciate that. Like, that's a pride thing, that's a respect thing. Like I'm a big man. Don't try and take me for a dickhead. So I feel like I'm gonna have to make a point, not to everybody else like it was before, but actually to you, where it's like, nah, bro, like, you have to respect me. When I come to you with a certain type of energy and a certain type of respect, I expect that to be reciprocated and not to be taken elsewhere, because then otherwise the fight is gonna go elsewhere, and that's gonna be a long day for you.
So we're 24 hours away from your fight with Ashley Raksu. How you feeling?
What, really? It's 24 bloody hours, mate.
Oh yeah.
I thought that were bloody in Newcastle for a bloody night out, mate. I didn't bloody know that we were here for a scrap.
So talk to me. Ashley said he felt disrespected when you went on.
Disrespected from what, mate? I wore a bloody Tesco t-shirt.
He said he didn't appreciate you going on the console. What was that about?
How was that disrespectful, mate? I was playing bloody Call of Duty. How was that disrespectful, mate? Stop being a sensitive little vegan, bro.
He said there's a switch.
There's a switch now. There's a switch. No, mate. I'm playing PlayStation. I'm not playing the Nintendo Switch, am I?
So talk to me about that double kill that you got on the PlayStation. How was that?
You did not want it. You don't want it in Call of Duty, and you did not want it in this.
Okay, and what's your final messages for the fans at home?
How are we doing, bastards? And sorry, donate to Morocco, yeah? Donate to Morocco, yeah? There's been a terrible earthquake, yeah? Globalcitizens.org/Morocco, yeah? That's it, man.
What's your final thoughts? I mean, we're 24 hours away now. What's your final thoughts?
Listen, I won't go for a round, let me tell you that much. Say that right now. That's all I'm gonna say. Simple.
So, 24 hours before your fight, how you feeling?
Feeling good, ready to knock this bum out, clean the trash, take the trash out, you already know.
So you weighed in this morning, how was that?
It was pretty easy. I mean, I was on weight when I got here into Newcastle, so yeah, I just had to just make sure I was working out just to make sure I don't go over too much. So yeah, we've been good.
Your opponent's just down there. He's in a robe, very lovely robe. What do you think of your opponent? Some people are calling him a joke. What's your thoughts?
I mean, he's kind of funny, so I guess why people say that, but I mean, I don't think much of him is still, he doesn't really do this, so he needs to prove himself a little more. He's a pretty good talker from what I heard.
So what did you make of the press conference yesterday? Like, did you feel intimidated at all, or do you think you're just ready now?
Did you think I feel intimidated?
No, man, that's what people were saying.
That's crazy. I don't feel intimidated by him at all. Like, I've been overcoming people that's much better than him, that's been doing way more for the sport than he's been. All that he does is he sits in the room with a dirty ass turtleneck, and all he does is just talk shit about people that's actually doing it, trying it, and how am I going to feel intimidated by that,
So some of the fans have been saying in the comments below is that you've taken an easier fight this time around. Why is that?
Well, because that's the only opponent. On the beginning of this whole thing, when I was gonna fight Misfits, my first opponent was gonna be Southpaw. That's the conversation that I had with Mims and those guys. Like I said, I was trying to get active. So I felt like in between April to October was gonna be too much of a layoff. So I was like, I'll get ready to mix it in September, and maybe and then they mentioned the February card as well. It's like, oh, that might be sounding good, but I might have other fights for November or October as well. So I don't know. Just trying to stay busy.
Okay, amazing, man. And the final messages for your fans at home in Brazil, in Portuguese as well, if you'd like.
Galera, se vocês estiverem assistindo, espero que todos vocês estejam assistindo essa luta. Vai ser uma luta incrível. Vou nocautear ele, é óbvio, mas espero ter a presença de todos vocês. Muito obrigado.
So Ben, 24 hours away, how you feel?
Feeling great, cool, calm, and collected, ready to get that work in Saturday night.
How was the weigh-in this morning? Did you weigh in all good?
Yeah, it was good. You know, me and Gabe both came in under the limit, so lighter than expected. He's going to have a little bit of a weight advantage. He's got the size advantage. He's got the career advantage. He's got the corner advantage. He's got the blood advantage. It's just not going to matter, unfortunately. That's the problem. So, you know, rude awakenings on September 23rd.
So I'll be honest with you, it was quite heated yesterday. You came in with the smoke. You had lots to say. You said that he was taking an easy opponent. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, it's the truth. I am an easy opponent relative to probably a lot of other people on this card. And again, in his debut fighting an 0-6 opponent, his last amateur fight an 0-0 opponent, so a guy making his debut in 2019. He fought a dude that was 2-0 early in 2019, but I went and watched that fight. That kid Christian couldn't throw a jab to save his life, so I'm just not sold on the caliber of competition for Gabe Silva, and I think that he would agree with me. You know, and he's looked good in those fights, but I'm like, dude, you are fighting trash can, and I am, again, in that same category, so congrats. I am about the average of what you faced so far, but we'll see what the results are going to be.
And why do you think that is, that he's taking these easy fights?
That's a good question. I'm not sure. I mean, I think that a lot of combat sports, you know, fighters, they start out taking easier fights just to get that feel for the ring, the crowd, all of the expectation. I know that there is pressure on his shoulders. Look at Khalil. Look what Anderson accomplished. So, you know, I know that Gabe doesn't want to rush the career, and I think he does have a long career ahead of him. You know, all gimmicks and jokes and satire aside, I think he's talented. He's got a great look, a great build, and I think he's got a good future in this business. But trying to cherry pick when you're going up against a madman, that typically doesn't work out for you.
So we're going to talk about that in a little bit. That we're saying you're an easy fight, this and that. What can we actually expect from you with the minimal training you have had?
I think that one of the biggest takeaways from Saturday night is going to be the durability, which is not something a lot of fighters would probably champion, but I'm willing to take one to give one, and I've had a lot of hard sparring. I have been knocked out before, so I know what that experience feels like. I'm no stranger to it, and I know what it takes to put me away. And I've watched enough tape on Gabe to know that if he really wants to put me away, he's going to have to do something special, because I can't see in his past fight any evidence that he'll get me out of there tomorrow night.
So for all the Misfits fans and all the MMA fans at home, give them a message 24 hours before.
24 hours, I step into the ring and I make history. You know, I'm a little bit not overwhelmed by the support, but boy, it means the world. I do it for that and the people at home, and I just hope that what I try and do in my life can help inspire you and yours. You can do anything you fucking want. Don't let anybody stop you. And Gabe Silva, time to put the train off the tracks, brother.
Yo, what's
Mr.
up?
Main Event, how we doing, man?
Good, man. Welcome to my Hilton Express crib. Bit messy, but you know, it's us males we're messy guys, and it's a bit messy. Put the TV on. I was gonna watch a bit of EastEnders, but I think I'm kind of missing that now, actually. You know what I mean? What are you saying anyway?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. So this is a Misfits vlog series, and today I want to talk about, you know, that weigh-in we had. It got very intimate, almost a little bit too intimate for some people. Let's talk about that. How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great with the sleepy hour, and it's crazy, man, because I think he's putting a front on. I don't know what he's really thinking, and I don't think he's trying to give too much away, but I think he knows he's boxed. I know he's chewed too much what he can handle. I'm not overlooking him at all, but I'm going there to do a job, and I'm confident enough I'm going to get that job sorted and done. So I think he can sense it. I think he can really sense it. So see what happens tomorrow night.
So I saw you get quite heated today. I saw more emotion today. Why was
I don't know, it's just he's starting to annoy me, just like AD. Like he's finally starting to annoy me. I'm like, you know what, I've got to pipe you down, and I gotta show you, like, listen mate, I'm gonna have a smile on my face, but there's no love and there's no fun and games in that ring. Yeah, I was on Love Island, but I don't show no love in the ring, man. It's toe-to-toe war.
Absolutely. Now, what can we actually expect? You're now only not even 24 hours before.
Yeah.
What can we expect you in that ring? How's the feeling? How the emotions gonna be?
It's gotta be calm and collective. I've done this 14 times now. Like, it's nothing new to me. Each time I'm doing it, I'm getting better, and I'm controlling what people say nerves, or you guys could just expect a spectacular performance. You know, what I mean? As I said, he's a C+ fighter, I'm an A+ fighter. I'm an unknown territory. I'm going to show people, I'm going to turn that Newcastle fans into my fans, and he's going to wish that he wasn't in there against me, and it's going to be a good night, man. It's going to be a really good night.
So what do you actually make of the full card? Who's actually exciting you most apart?
My boy Arms is going to show people what level is that. The guy can't insult him, so he ain't got a tank. The guy does not know the true Arms, you know what I mean? He's been grafting. Callum against OJ Rose. Who else is on there? I think that Ben Davison fight is going to be a good fight. Not Ben Davison, Ben Silva. Is it Ben Silva?
So it's Ben Davis versus
Ben
Silva.
Davis, Phil Silva. That'll be a good fight. And then we got Carla as well. I think Carla in the prelims. Another great fight. To be honest with you, it's a great stacked Misfits card. To be honest with you, it's like I'm excited to actually be headlining it. And people might think, oh, is this the first fight I'm headlining? I've headlined other fights before, but not as big as this. But I have done it before. So when Aaron saying there's more pressure, I'm sleeping. Aaron saying there's more pressure on me. I'm like, mate, nah, there's more pressure on you. It's your hometown, bro. You got all the nerves. And but he's forgetting this. The main thing is he's forgetting his last fight. You know what I mean? Lost his last fight. He got knocked down there 10 count. That's gonna be back of his mind, bro. Like he's gonna watch this and he's gonna think he's right. It's gonna be back of his mind because that last performance is what you got reminded from. So we'll see what happens on Saturday night when I knock him out.
So I want to touch base. You said about you trained with Arms, and you're really excited to see him back in the ring.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about that Shoot Fighters gym. What makes you guys at different level? What gives you that unique style when training there?
It's just the mentality they got there. You always gotta work hard. There's no slacking. There's no like I don't feel right, coach. Can I take it easy? There's none that. You've got to work hard. Like every time you're there, and everyone pushes each other as well. And at the same time, when you get a coach telling you, listen, we want the W. You know what I mean? It's not about you not performing and we still want to take your paycheck. If like, yo, we don't win if you don't win. So when you know a coach is there for your best interest, you think, yo, I want to freaking make sure I perform. I want that W, and everyone's push each other. And it's like a big family down there.
Amazing. And now I want you to give your final messages to all the Misfits fans back at home.
Yeah.
You know, ready and excited for this event. Give your final messages to
what's going on, guys. But I appreciate all the support given, but I don't see why you guys ain't been following me, man. What's going on, man? We reached like 1 million pressures on like Twitter, like Instagram. Like, yo, we're going through the numbers, man. All you gotta do is press that follow button and see what I'm up to, bro. Come on, see my stories. But yeah, I appreciate everything what everyone's freaking doing, tuning in, supporting me. Said I'm gonna put sleep out in the way, and all I gotta say, I got love for you guys, and I'm gonna make sure I'll show up on Saturday night and put sleep out to sleep and do what I say I'm gonna do, and make sure you guys tune in and keep on supporting, man. It's a new era of boxing right here.
So that's the Misfits series, episode 4, and I'm ending it off here with Idris Virgo, Mr. Main Event.
Come on.
Make sure you're checking out the fight. It's hours away now, people. So yeah, we'll see you at the very end and your last episode, episode 5.